This year, the Black Girls Glow Sound Residency has been renamed to the KOSHKA Sound Residency. As an organization, we are evolving and growing with more projects and programs, so it became necessary to have a fixed name for our sound residency.
And my first time is in a car.
You understand? She'll
I
pass
will
out.
cry. I will cry.
She'll pass out.
The
By the time
furthest,
she gets to Tower Lady.
the furthest I've ever gone is
After all this big bag, not even a swim. So I'm just thinking like, so when you knew there was a beach,
That's like the first thing I packed with my swimming costume.
With the first day of the residency, I was a bit concerned about the people I was going to meet. Not personally, I'm very adaptive from my experience with working with people and then traveling all around. So I easily, get on fast. But I was also concerned about the environment. I've never experienced living together with 7 females like for more than a week. And then there's that perception out there that women, we don't get on well.
I think my journey began when we got into the bus, when we all started arriving, and I was nervous, but I struck up a conversation immediately with one of the fellows, and it ended up being very fluid. Another person came to join in, more people came to join in. By the time we got to the venue, I felt like our bonding had already begun, and that made me a lot less apprehensive.
I had been wanting to live without having to worry about so many other things. And somehow I just had the feeling that, you know what, this might be that break where you get to experience just music, nothing else, not worrying about anything else. And I had that impression right away.
I was excited before even like starting the whole experience. The girls are lovely, lovely people, lovely energy. I just felt very comfortable coming right into it.
Okay, so I'm picking the first name. First person is Google.
Okay, cool. So then, so you're doing it. You're doing first, second, third.
Yes, we are doing everyone.
Okay.
Second is Master. Third is Alice. Okay. So, looks like 25 need a bit of a time, so let's give ourselves 10. Let's meet, it's 10:03. Let's meet upstairs.
I learned about rhythm. I learned about storytelling, which was absolutely breathtaking. Like going through the mind of a real musician, someone who has actually something to say through music. Learned the Went deep into the artist accountability with poetry, which made us think a lot. Like all the mechanics in our head started like screwing and going up and down with all the questions that she asked. And content creation with Desouza, working in the studio with Cube, collaboration was really exemplified in the moments that we had together.
I was pushed. And that push, I didn't see that as a pressure or like someone is forcing me into something. I was being pushed, and I love the fact that I was pushed to think beyond what I do, because if I am to write, I write based on what I am inspired to write. But with this, I have to write with a theme, a certain theme, and I have to be very careful with the kind of lyrics or words I put together So it was challenging for me, but still fun, because I was able to really explore some other side of me that I never thought I was going to, you know, I would have ever thought of doing that if not for Black Girls Club.
I didn't know I had this, you know, amount of like strength, especially in like creatively. I didn't know that I could push myself very far, but I think this residence actually showed me that I can, and I could. And yeah, after this, I'm very sure that it would be creating, and better things after this for sure.
I really enjoy songwriting with people who are in the room, because it's very different writing a song for someone who is not around with you, because you can't riff off their energy, you know, and they don't know what kind of energy you are bringing if it comes in the form of a voice note, and they're able to write with you.
Nahi, 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 nahi,
So the experience has been incredibly condensed, saturated, expansive, intense. It's nothing like I have ever done before. An album in 9 days, some might say, is a diabolical idea.
I was very concerned about the whole outcome, and then I'm happy to say that we were able to cohabitate, and then we were able to work on our project, and we had fun, and it was like a sisterhood. It wasn't like, okay, we are here for a residency, like there was no, it was like a teamwork, everything. The staff were awesome, every other thing, organization was good, and then we were able to handle our tasks well. And then I must say, I feel so good about the future, knowing what women can do when we come together.
My whole experience has been really fulfilling. This year, like I've said so many times in check-in, has been my year of growth and opening myself up to opportunities that are going to stretch me and going to give me that value that anyone needs to become the better version of themselves.
I realized that I have way more capacity to create with others, for others, than I thought I did.
Everybody was welcoming. The environment is very serene and welcoming as well. And everybody was helpful. All the coordinators were very helpful. So me personally, I wasn't lacking, be it anything I need or information.
Initially, the KOSHKA experience felt intimidating. It was fun when we got into our workshops and sessions. And then as soon as we started being given assignments with like 10 and 20 minutes time blocks, I started feeling really nervous. But then my partner or partners always like helped to ground me. We always managed to come up with something in the amount of time. And it's been a journey of like ease and nerve-wracking ease and nerve-wracking ease. I feel like we are at an ease portion.
It's been enlightening, it's been challenging, but fruitful and fun. Like, it's just a mixture of everything, really.
I would say that self-preservation as a kind of catalyst for change, as a kind of catalyst to find what exactly your purpose is and what does it mean to be a voice and what does it mean to have a voice, is critical and was a critical theme for all of us. Like, it's a running theme throughout the album that we made.
Having to create and not to be judged by people. Like my ideas were not like thrown away in the bin, just like that. They were accommodated. Having to go into the studio and like recording what you have and being like sure of it and hearing afterwards.
This year, the theme is the artist accountability. We asked artists to explore how they can harness the unique qualities of sound to deepen their sense of responsibility to themselves, honor the wisdom of elders, engage with their communities, and leave a lasting impact on future generations.
I have learned that there are certain things that I have to own up to. There are certain things that I have to educate myself with to be able to live up to that title. It's not just a title, it's a way of life. And now I have the responsibility to go out there and merge my life with that title. It's not just about being an artist for artist's sake. It's about being an example.
It's made me to really feel that everything I do, like, you are going to account for it.
I think this residency has led me, it started a process of me thinking more critically about what it means to be accountable as an artist, which is not something that I feel like I have given much thought to before.
It was hard to let myself be vulnerable enough to, accommodate other people. But I think it was, at the end of the day, it was nice. In this experience, you have to like work with different women on a song, on a track. And I think that everybody has their individual like ideas. And in as much as you have yours, you have to be open enough to receive theirs and listen to theirs.
We're all tired, our bodies were failing us, but we still wanted to get the job done.
Creating these bonds, these sisterhoods, like so inspiring, so exciting.
It's been incredible. It's been nothing short of, I couldn't have even imagined this, let me be honest. I knew I was looking forward to a great experience. I knew it was going to be nothing like I've experienced before. But it definitely surprised me how positive it was, how educative, transformative, honestly. Just a few days have been, and I'm grateful. I'm particularly grateful for that.
My highs involve a lot of laughter. My roommates are hilarious. So many of the fellows are hilarious. And I just think moments where we can all make fun of each other and just not be too serious about it, about life. Those have been my best moments.
It's been good, wonderful. It's been like a journey in between like being so sure, then unsure, tired, exhausted, but then still having great energy around that keeps you going. And like, yeah, generally very beautiful experience. I loved it.
This is such a revolutionary space.
My best moment was Friday night. When people started hallucinating. And then people were seeing smoke coming out of the studio room. And also, for the first time, I met a human being that can stand, sleep, and sing.
BGG KOSHKA Sound is a revolutionary movement, revolutionary eco-feminist pan-African movement that is giving circular sister economy, and I'm so thankful to you guys that you've started it and you've sustained it and you've preserved it like this, to experience it in this phase of it. I feel so touched. And I'm like, oh damn, it's incredible to see it happen.